Yo 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 yo. Alright, so today's video gonna have like 4 replays of like 4 different trophy range, like 4K, 5K, 6K, 7K. And I'm just gonna review them and point out the mistakes. So like you guys can learn, I guess, since it's like different trophy range. I'm also gonna shout out my friend Jam CR. He's a pretty good 3.0 Xbow player. And I'm just gonna leave his channel in the description. So yeah, just gonna hop into the video and yeah. Alright, our first week plays against Pikino. Okay, I don't know how this guy faced this dude like this kind of deck in 4K trophies, but all the games here are losses. Obviously, I'm not gonna show wins because like losses have like more mistakes, I guess. I don't know. So he cycles Knight for the Eastbird, which is fine. So opponent gonna go with Miner. He just cycles Skeleton back. Unlucky timing. So let's see what he does. I didn't watch the replays like beforehand, so he goes with Tesla in the middle, which is fine, I guess, since I don't know. I don't think many people run Lava Hound at 4K trophies, to be honest. Goes Archers, and he goes Knight. I think he wasted the Knight. He probably could have just Ice Spirited and like spend less elixir, and like just win Xbow. So yeah, that was a pretty big mistake. And he could have just dealt with the Flying Machine with like skeletons after easily, and taken most of his opponent's tower. And so I guess he's just waiting till his full elixir. I don't know why he tested in the middle. He could have just Expo, because like his opponent's recruits isn't Psycho. And yeah, keeping track of like their cards is really important. You don't have to keep track of every card, just keep track of the cards that like kind of counter Expo or counters Expo. So like after they use like the counter, after they use 4 cards, they're gonna have that card back. So it's not that hard, to be honest. So you just go with another Tesla and Knight. Bad Knight, he probably could have just waited for the Miner to land and then go Knight. But I don't think it really matters or whatever. So you just use Archers to clean everything up. And opponent goes Skelly Dragon. Here I probably would have think that like the opponent has like enough of recruits. So he goes Skeleton, which is fine. And Ice Spirit. Okay, I don't know why he wouldn't go like Expo here. Like opponent doesn't have any recruits, and he waits till he has like full elixir after planning the Tesla. So now the opponent has recruits and like he's not gonna break through. Like even if he break through, he's not gonna get a lot of damage because the opponent has like EQ and arrows, which is really bad. So he goes Tesla, which is really bad. He could have played Tesla high where it targets the Fly Machine first, and he wouldn't have to waste that Fireball. He could have saved the Fireball for the Skelly Dragon. So that's another big mistake. So you just go Knight to protect the Archers. And he's going Log, and he's gonna go Fireball this probably. Yeah, he's going to. He probably could have hit the Fly Machine. So that was a mistake as well. I think he couldn't hit the Lava Pulse as well, but he could hit some. So that's like better than not hitting the Fly Machine. So he goes Expo here. Okay, finally he goes Expo. He goes Knight, he catches, he goes Skeletons. Just to make sure, I guess. And the opponent goes Arrows. So he gets a ton of damage here. But his tower's really low, so if he mess up, like, he's just going to lose. So he just go Fireball. And he should have wasted that Ice Spirit for some reason. Like, if he didn't waste the Ice Spirit, he could have caught this Miner without, like, spending an extra 3 Elixir Knight. And he could have went Expo right here, because opponent wasted another 3 Elixir on the arrows. And he would have won, like, right here. So, yeah, that's, like, one of the biggest mistakes ever. So now he's not going to win. Yeah, opponent's just gonna go recruits in front of their tower. So yeah, sometimes you gotta know like when not to over defend. Like in that situation, if he saved his Ice Spirit, he would have won. So yeah, this is just he's just stalling. And yeah, got Skeleton, the Miner, and the Ice Spirit, but it's not gonna do anything. Opponent has arrows, and he's just probably just trying to cycle to his Earthquake now. Goes Expo, but it's too late. And yeah, opponent goes Earthquake. So yeah, that's basically the main reason he lost. Alright, so our next replay is at 5k trophies. And this guy's gonna be using Xbow against like RG Pekka deck. So he's gonna go Isoser for the goblins, which is fine. Unfortunately, the goblins get a hit. So fine, cycling skeletons are back. Opponent's gonna go with RG. So he goes with Valk and goes log. Okay, yeah, he's just gonna stick it to his Tesla again. That's fine. He probably could have played it in the middle, so like the opponent couldn't fireball the Tesla as well. The opponent could have fireballed, but I think it would have been too aggressive. But next time you should always put it in the middle instead. And he's gonna go Ice Wizard for Ice Wizard. That's fine. Opponent goes with fireball. Unfortunate. This dude name has level 12 Ice Wizard. I don't want to say his name. So he goes Valkyrie. Okay, that's fair. Okay, so opponent's gonna go with RG. I don't know about this Xbow. He probably could have just Tesla'd and then logged. I think that could have been fine. But this worked out as well, so I guess it's okay. So 0 damage, but he's down by like 900 damage because of the 2 level tower difference and that fireball at the start. So there isn't much to say in single elixir, so that's why I'm not like talking a lot. He goes Tesla in the middle, and opponent goes Mega Minion, and goes RG. Okay, so he's probably gonna go Valk. Yeah, he's gonna go Valk, and I don't know about that NATO. I don't think he needed it. Like, he could have used Logis as well. And okay, that Xbow was terrible. I don't know why he went defensive Xbow. If he went offensive Xbow, the opponent wouldn't have anything for it, and he could have got a huge lock, a lot of damage. Just because the guy doesn't have RG in hand and doesn't have a reset. So that was a really big mistake on his part. And okay, he goes Valk. That's fine. I personally would have just locked first. Since just so like the Pekka doesn't get a swing on it. It still didn't, but like just in case. And I think that Needle is pretty bad. Okay, I don't know why he's going defensive Xbow. If the opponent goes RG, he could probably just like rock everything and most of the stuff is dead and go Xbow after. So he goes Valkyrie on top of everything and it gets melted, of course. So he goes Tesla to the side, which is weird. And the opponent goes NATO. He probably could have went in here even if like the opponent has Pekka. Because the opponent might play a Pekka. Okay, why is he playing defensive Xbow? He's probably trying the rocket cycle, but the opponent has like such a big lead. Yeah, so what I was saying, he could have went Xbow and the opponent might have like played Pekka next to his tower and he can NATO to get it out range and get a huge Xbow lock. But he decides to defense Xbow for some reason. So this is easy defense. And I think he decides to rocket cycle here. Yeah, he decides to send the first rocket and he misses the Pekka. He probably could have waited a second. Like he doesn't have to like rocket straight away. Like it's not gonna like do less damage or something like that. Opponent goes to RG, he goes to Ice Wizard, and opponent's probably gonna fireball. Yeah, he's gonna go Tesla. And he probably could have waited a bit just for the Pekka to die first. And that was a bad NATO. He could have NATO last second. And okay, that Valkyrie walked over the river, which is pretty cool. Goes Ice Wizard, he goes Tesla down low. And he goes rocket on defense. I don't think he actually needed the rocket on defense. I think he could just wait a bit and then wait for Pekka to die and then Valk and NATO back to RG and everything should be dead. So he goes another weird Tesla. Okay, I don't know what the reason for that is. And he goes rocket. I don't know if he has max rocket. I think he does. So he goes Ice Wizard. So yeah, I think that Tesla was bad because he had to use a NATO here, which costed him an elixir and another Tesla. So he wouldn't have enough for rocket. And it lets the goblin gets a hit. And yeah, so he loses because of that. So pretty good amount of mistakes. Like the Tesla and like going Xbox lane when the opponent RG isn't in hand. Alright, so our next replay is this guy using 2.9 Xbow against this RG Mega Knight deck. So he goes Ice Spirit, which is fine. Okay, opponent goes like RG first play, so it goes Archers and Log Skeletons, which is completely fine. He goes Xbow after, which is like what I would have done as well. So opponent just lets it go so he can Mega Knight on the Archers when it crosses. And he goes Ice Golem, and goes Ice Spirit. And okay, there was a lot of problems there. First, he cut off Archers on the remaining Skeletons, and then Skeletons really low, so Mega Knight jumps on it and activate King. I'm 100% sure he would have enough elixir for Skeletons, since Mega Knight takes a while to jump, and you can do it like last second, and it's still gonna like go for the Skeletons. So that was a pretty good mistake, since he took a lot of damage. And okay, I don't know why he logged the guards. Like, I think it would have got one hit anyway, and it would have even the damage up, so it wouldn't really matter, to be honest. Okay, I don't know. He could have played the Ice Golem like a bit lower, so like the Executioner doesn't kill it straight away. I don't think it really matters, but you know, if in other situations it might be better. He goes Log. I don't think he actually needed the Log. So let's see what he does. Okay, opponent's gonna go Mega Knight. So he's gonna Tesla and try to kite it and go Archers in the middle. And okay, that defense was pretty bad. He probably could have just went with Ice Spear first and then Skeletons, because then like the opponent NATO would have done anything. Plus Ice Spear is better in that situation just because it freezes up everything, so Tesla could get more DPS. He could have done another situation. Okay, opponent's gonna go RG. So he's gonna go Tesla and Archers, which is fine. So yeah, he could have like he could have done another stuff, which is like not kite it and go Ice Golem, distract the Mega Knight, and then Skeletons right behind it for the main P.E.K.K.A straight away. That maybe could have been another way. But yeah, that he could have used Ice Spirit instead of Skeletons first. Even if I know like if I didn't know like the opponent had NATO or not, I still would have went Ice Spirit first instead of Skeletons. So he just goes Log, and I probably would have went like Ice Spirit just to protect my Archer from the Executioner. So far it's pretty fine. And okay, so he's gonna go with Xbow, probably because he thinks he doesn't have Mega Knight cycle, or like he's pretty long elixir. Not really sure. So he's gonna go Archers and go Ice Golem. So he's trying to, he should probably let this go. Okay, he's gonna Fireball, which is a really bad Fireball. Like the Executioner almost about to kill the Xbow already, so he's gonna go Tesla and Archers. Okay, does a pretty good defense. Even though he's down pretty long elixir, I mean damage, he could still probably win because the opponent doesn't really have a spell except for NATO. It does some damage, but it's not the best like to spell cycle. And I think that Ice Golem was pretty bad because I think you can make it so like the Mega Knight doesn't jump and like walk to the Ice Golem. Plus, since he did the Ice Golem, like the Executioner targeted on the Ice Golem and the Xbow, if he didn't done that, his Tesla would have killed the Executioner and possibly got a connection, since the Ice Golem would still be alive since the Mega Knight would have jumped. So he goes Tesla again and goes Archer's Log. He goes Ice Golem Kite again. He goes Xbow. Okay, this is pretty sloppy. He goes Ice Spirit for the Executioner and then Archers. He goes Ice Golem for the Mega Knight again. He goes Tesla up high for the RG. Yeah, I don't think he can really do anything in triple now. Maybe he should just let that Xbow go, because like obviously that's not gonna get any damage. So not much mistake except for like the defense at the single elixir, which cost him the game. All right, so we're in our last replay. So Gems is a 7,000 Xbow player. He's pretty good. So he's gonna be going against real recruits. I personally would have not logged the Barbaro and go Tesla instead, since it denies all damage, and that was a bad Tesla since one pick slipped through. And the reason why I say like the log isn't a really good thing to use, just because you gotta save them for the real recruits shields. If the opponent does go real recruits in the back, and if the opponent did have a recruits, it is either like each giant golem and graveyard, which is like not bad going Tesla in the middle. Like it's obviously not gonna lava hound. Like no one really runs Barbaro in lava hound decks now, so it's fine going Tesla instead of log. So he's gonna say E-Spirit in the back, that's fine, and go Tesla. So see what he does now. Okay, he's gonna fireball that flying machine, that's fine. So he's probably gonna go split archers now. Yeah, okay, I'm correct. And opponent's gonna go with Goblin Cage. This is a matchup like you can try to go offense Expo, but it's hard to break through. It's like nearly impossible. But the only time is probably like when you're down like a lava elixir, because at that point it's basically impossible to win. So his archer locks on, so it gets a lot of damage, which is good. He goes log, that's fine. Skeleton to distract everything. And let's go archers. He probably could have played it a bit low, so maybe yeah, he probably could have played it a bit low, so the flying machine gets targeted by the tower. And he could have played that E-Spirit a bit later, so the tower's targeting the flying machine as well. Bad skeletons, because the E-Spirit just killed all of them, so that was a waste. And he's still up in damage, which is good. Even by little, it's fine, because like you have logs, so you can keep up. You just can't take like a 1,000 damage, something like that. So he's gonna go with Tesla, that's fine. He could have fireball as well. So he's probably gonna go 9 in the back and Scorchers again. Yeah, okay, that's fine. Gonna go log. Gonna go Tesla again, and he's gonna go fireball, which is good since the Tesla stays alive, so the pigs won't get any damage, I believe. He's going to go with log just to make sure. Don't really see any mistakes here. So yeah, you just want to pre-plan Tesla a lot in double elixir, just so like if they destroy it and like you can get to another one, so the pigs doesn't break through. So he's gonna go archers in one lane. Okay, I don't agree with that. It's better to split because it deal with both lane and the opponent can't fireball. And since the opponent fireball, like the opponent gets like a damage lead. So he's gonna go knight on the zappies. Okay, he's gonna play Tesla like pretty high. Okay, he kind of played it just in front of the tower, like straight in front of the tower. Probably would have taken like some pigs hit. Since like the opponent doesn't have fireball, so he can't really kill the Tesla. So I guess that was another decent mistake. Since like any damage is kind of important in this matchup. So opponent's gonna go fireball. Yeah, this really like at this point it's kind of impossible for him to win now unless he gets Expo connection. So let's see what he does. I probably just log that E-Spirit, to be honest, even though he has recruits. Okay, he's gonna go fireball. That's a good fireball. I think he could have logged the right lane instead of going another set of archers. And goes with Expo and log just so Pig doesn't get any damage and try catch the opponent on low elixir. Try fireball to maybe get an Expo connection. Probably what I've done in that situation. I mean, like it's gonna be impossible to win anyway if he's just trying to defend. Yeah, there's nothing really I could say, like it's over already. He's gonna try fireball just to maybe get an Expo connection. But yeah, opponent's just gonna fireball Barbaro's Expo just to play safe. And yeah, the key to this is just saving your log and like placing your archers. Like you'd have to split them if like the tower has like a lot of HP compared to the one that's lower. So yeah, also pre-Tesla is pretty good. So yeah, peace out, Girl Scout.